What up, bros? So today we got the Roma. This is the DJI version, and it's from DIATONE, of course. They sent it over, so I figured I'd do a little build video. I've looked online, there's not too many build videos, there's just videos of homies flying their Romas, because everyone apparently loves it. So we're gonna see what it's all about, we're gonna build it up real quick. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing you do, it's gonna be a bunch of hardware, and I like that it's all, you know, labeled correctly and stuff like that. So get all your hardware together, put it to the side on your build table, get all your carbon together, organize it a little bit, and that really helps. So the first thing we're gonna do is put together this front cage. You're gonna need to grab these little aluminum pieces from each of their baggies, set those to the side. You're gonna need to grab the baggie of M2 by 11s, and then you're gonna need to grab the baggie of M2 standoffs. No label on these ones, just 2 M2 standoffs. Grab your bag of injection molded pieces right here, and go ahead and grab your camera plate. Now, this is assuming you're running DJI, but regardless, you can hook up your cameras, hook up whatever you want to this frame, you should be good to go. You're also gonna need these secondary little pieces. Might as well toss all this stuff onto the table. So you'll see these little curved pieces as well. These go on the outer side of these. So you can see this brushed, you know, where they show the aluminum on this. That's going to be the outer. Hole's going to be at the bottom, and then you're just going to find the plastic piece that matches up to it. So we'll go ahead and go like this. This one looks good and matches up in those grooves, just like this. And you can see how it fits on there just like that. So then you're going to take that with that, and then your camera plate is going to go on the inside. So you just hold this up here, and you're going to make sure that the screws line up with each other. You can grab your M2 by 11s, grab one of those guys and stick it through this outer hole. And now you can see how it's kind of coming together like that. Alright, grab your M2. Go ahead and thread it on there. All these pieces should fall together. And then you can grab one of your standoffs and thread it on that one side like this. Much as it'll go. Grab your other side and do that same thing. The tolerance on these plastic holes are really good and tight, so pretty much screw it into the plastic and it will fall into the aluminum. And then this side gonna go onto this standoff right here, just like that. Now you should be sitting there with something that looks like this. Pretty decent. Okay, we're gonna set that to the side real quick. Next we're gonna build the main plates on this system. So top plate, that's gonna be last pretty much. And then there's two kind of main plates that stack on top of each other. So you're gonna have one with a kind of softer edge and then one with more pointy kind of edge. This is gonna be the front side right here. Press nuts are gonna go down on this guy. So you can set this down like this. This one, the press nuts are gonna go up and it's gonna sit right like that. Grab an arm, and you're gonna kind of see right here, these arms can go wherever, but you're gonna kind of see that their holes are gonna match up only a certain way. So we're gonna go ahead and put one arm in there at a time, put this down. We're gonna grab the M3 by 11s, and these are gonna go on the outer side through the arm. So go ahead and put it through the top hole, and then thread it all the way down. And it should thread into those bottom press nuts right there. Do that with all the arms now if you'd like. Make sure that the arms line up just like that. Grab your M3 by 11, and it's gonna go on the outer side right here of these arms. Finish all arms. Alright, so get those ones snug, grab your M3 by 13s, and these guys are gonna go underneath. So you can see right here, M3 by 13 is gonna go in these outer ones right here. Boom, 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 boom. And you're gonna go on the underside like this. And thread those guys in. And this is where your standoffs are going to be connected. So get a little bit of screw on the opposite side of that and look for your pack of 5 standoffs. Grab your first one, toss it up on that screw, and thread it in. Oh yeah. Okay, so just like that. Bop. Alright, do that for the rest of them. Make sure it's the outer screw right here. These outers right here and here, here and here. I already did that one. Pretty much thread all these screws in and then you can screw on those standoffs. Up. Okay, after that's done, it should look something like this. You got all 4 of your standoffs on. You got 8 screws in there so far. So, like I said before, this is going to be the front with the horns right here. So we're going to put that towards the left. And all these spares, you know, they're spares, might come in handy later, but you just set those to the side, that's fine. I'm going to grab the M2x5s, take those out of the bag real quick, toss them on the bench. And then we're going to grab that front little cage that we built earlier. Okay, you're going to bring it onto your front over here and it's just going to slip right in the front. Grab your M2 and you're going to see these 4 holes up front that's going to screw into that aluminum. Screw it into the front. Should look something like this. It's very sturdy on there and you should be able to see those bolts right there. Those 4 bolts holding this front cage on up front. So now that we have that on and it's all copacetic, we can put on your back situations. You should have a couple 3D prints in your package. Grab your M3x23 standoffs, which is probably these guys right here, I'm assuming. If you're gonna run the air unit, grab your print, put it on the back where those holes line up, and then you're gonna put your standoff in these holes. Go ahead and push it in there. This is TPU so it can give without breaking. Grab your M3x6 screws, thread those up through the print into the standoff on those back holes like this. If you're not running the air unit on this frame, you don't need to do this part. Just go ahead and screw your standoffs into your screws for the rear. And after that, really, you're pretty much done. They give you a couple other things like these little pieces you can connect to the side, which is kind of cool. They just snap right on. They feel really bomb. I'm actually gonna run these. Still let air in there, but you know, at the end of the day, they're just optional. Like that. Bop. So, you know, they got these arm guards as well. Put those arm guards on there if you want, and put your screw in, just make sure that they're not touching the windings. You should be fine on your motors. Everything is pretty self-explanatory. These M3x28, those are gonna be the stack screws. They're gonna go through the outer holes right here. You might wanna use different screws for your stack. Maybe you want plastic screws, who knows what you want. But I would recommend these screws actually, they're perfect. They go all the way through your stack and you put a nut up top and you don't have to worry about plastic standoffs or anything else, you know, those gummy standoffs breaking or anything. Grab your top plate and it's probably going to be the M3x8s that's going to go on your top plate. They have a couple kind of GoPro 8, GoPro 9 style mounts on here, which is pretty bomb. You can adjust the angle real quick. I usually fly kind of hard, so I don't really trust these too much. It's just the design of those GoPro mounts. They're not meant to hit anything. If they hit anything, you might change your angle on the mount and it'll be all messed up. That's pretty much the base to this build right now. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and build this thing out. I got some diatone motors. I got the Mamba stack to put in here. I got an air unit. Oh man, it's gonna be awesome. This thing is gonna be so sexy. So, I don't know, I'm really stoked on all this gear. I appreciate Diatone, thank you guys so much. If you guys don't know, I am sponsored by Diatone, but I wanted to do this video on this frame. There's not any build videos on this frame that I've seen on YouTube. Plus, it's just an awesome frame. It looks really dope. We're gonna put all this gear in there and see how it runs in the field, see what kind of shots we can get with this Roma system. Hopefully we can run this here pretty soon. It's getting pretty cold out here in Colorado and it's snowing, so I don't know, maybe we'll just do some cinematic stuff this winter and keep it at that. Alright guys, appreciate you. Links will be down in the description. If you haven't subbed, sub if you'd like, and we'll see you on the next video. Later.